Hello, guys. Welcome to SatSang. So, week 4, we are live. Today, we are about to discuss so many hot things going on right now. During this last weekend, we'll discuss halving, Samurai Wallet, Bitcoin spam attacks, centralization of pool, and so many beautiful things. So, yeah, let's start. How are you, Sambhav?
I'm great. I'm your co-host for SatSang.
Yes, yeah, Sambhav is my co-host. I forgot to mention this time. Sambhav, are you hearing my echo? Like, no,
No, there's no echo.
totally.
Yep,
Audio is totally fine. Okay.
perfect. Okay. So, halving last week.
Yeah, let me show. Mm, sorry.
Right.
So right now we are at block 840,822. So
Right.
oh, it has been 822 blocks since halving. So block reward has
Right.
reduced to see the fees 3.125. So we are in the fourth epoch right now. Sorry, fifth epoch because it was the fourth halving. So it is the
Yep.
fifth epoch. Fifth epoch will run from 840,000 blocks up to 10 1,050,000. Right? Yes.
150,000.
We'll experience next halving at 1,050,000 block.
2028.
2028. I think the date is 17th April, maybe something
I
like
mean, the
17th
dates are
April.
definitely going to vary. They are
Yes.
definitely, yeah, I mean, there are like quite a few things happening even right now, and God knows
Mhm.
what future was, right?
Right. But what I think is that as the Bitcoin network matures, like the
Mm-hmm.
new miners joining the network will be so small, tiny bit compared to the existing hash rate. So I think it
Mm-hmm.
we won't have much variance. But if something big happens, like big earthquake in some big mining place or some countries banning mining, that will
Mm-hmm.
definitely change these things. So yeah, nothing is predictable.
Right.
Yes.
Quite a few variations in this. There are like many things in this.
Yes.
Clark
So
Moody,
Clark Moody, yes.
46.
I don't know what is happening. I am hearing my echo, but it's okay. Let's hope it doesn't come in our recording.
Right.
Would you like to read this dashboard? Few important things.
The price is $63,750. That is 1,569 sats per dollar. A very interesting number because I think the peak went like 1469 when Bitcoin hit all time high.
Oh,
Is that it?
yes, around 14 must be.
Right. Right. We had an all-time high price of 73,790. It hit on 14 March, right?
Right.
Haven't gone back to that price yet, and it seems to be. I mean, chronic from the charts, it seems to be going down. It after the halving, I suppose it will go down for a few days, but I don't think it's over, and it's definitely not going to be over till it hits like at least six figures this year.
Oh, this year, six figure.
It has to. I mean, it that's the most logical conclusion you can get from this because the halving has just happened. The supply of Bitcoin is reducing. The demand is obviously increasing because we have the American elections this year, and they're already printing a shit ton money, and they want to keep printing a lot of more money. So to me, it seems that it's going to go up for a while. It's
Oh,
definitely is.
Oh, I heard that it's like we are not going six figures this year. I My bad.
Who said that?
Mhm. So yes.
Why do you think it won't go up
No, no,
this
no,
year?
no, 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 no. I think it should go up. What I heard from you, like there was some. I thought that you were saying that Bitcoin price will not go six figure this year.
No, it definitely will. It definitely will.
Yes, 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 yes.
Right. Then we have gold, which is sitting at 27.7 O's
Pound.
per Bitcoin. Right.
Mm.
Bitcoin versus gold market cap 7.94%. Bitcoin is
You can buy
less than,
27 pound of gold with one Bitcoin.
yeah,
It's pretty amazing. It was like during the last halving, like it was only one, yeah, 2 or 3 pounds during the
right.
last halving. Price was around $6,000.
Yeah,
Yes,
and back then, I suppose the market cap of gold was going to be like
yes,
around
yes.
what?
Right now the gold is at $2,400 per ounce. It at that time it was around 1,700, 1,800, 1,900.
No, I'm talking about the
So
market cap.
market cap was like 30%, 20% less than now. 11 trillion maybe, 10 to 11 trillion dollar.
Right, so at 11 trillion and Bitcoin at 6,000 bucks was probably going to be like 1.25 billion, right?
120 billion.
120 billion. So it's like, so
Yeah, three,
during the
maybe two to
previous
four
halving,
pounds.
yeah, that's very interesting that it jumped up so much in 4 years. That's definitely a
Yeah,
thing. And
there
even,
is also interesting gold chart, like gold versus BTC chart. I will
no,
try to
no.
find if I can find.
Yes, please. I really want
Hmm.
to see that now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, held in corporate treasuries, 2.285 million. Hold in value in corporate treasuries, 145.4 billion. Supply in corporate treasuries, 11.61%. So they are definitely holding a lot of Bitcoin right now. The corporate treasuries, these include every uh, BlackRock and the other companies, right?
Right, right, right. Including,
Every
I don't know whether it includes BlackRock or not. Like this ETF, maybe they don't include ETF.
Okay, maybe it doesn't
Yep.
include ETF, but I mean, BlackRock is already sitting at like $10 trillion. If they
Mm-hmm.
keep accumulating more Bitcoin, then,
Mm-hmm.
and if the prices shoot up a lot
Mm-hmm.
in the next 10, 20 years, then it is going to be very interesting what they
Yes.
can do because companies like BlackRock will have their own private, have enough money to run their own private government.
On private government, yes. They can definitely, would say, they can definitely manipulate or have influence on the market.
But like considering how much Bitcoin they'll have, that will be a lot of money. A lot.
Mm. Yes, right now they are holding. See, I got this for you. This is the
Go.
gold chart.
Hmm,
So
interesting.
gold has been going down.
Um,
So it's a per ounce. Like you need 0.03 Bitcoin to buy 1 ounce of gold. During the 2020 halving, you need 0.17 Bitcoin.
right, and it's just going to keep going down from what it looks like. Not in the
Mm,
same values as it got down before, but it definitely looks like it's going to keep going down.
yes. I think right now we are entering into gradually then suddenly part. So,
Right. Why do you think
uh,
that?
like as Bitcoin is becoming bigger and bigger, it will be very hard to stop or stop its growth. So, not in percentage terms, because the majority of growth in percentage terms it is in the past. Like Bitcoin has gone million times or billion times in last 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
$0.001 per Bitcoin to $70,000 Bitcoin. so it's
Right.
maybe million times. So
Right.
if Bitcoin acquires 100% of the total wealth, it's around
Mm-hmm.
2,000 trillion dollar. This noise is really annoying. What
Right.
should I do? I really don't know. Let me just give me a minute.
Right. Okay.
Now we're okay. So yeah. Mm, so like according to some one estimation, total global wealth, including the whole credit market and real estate and other thing, is around 2,000 trillion dollar. I think we have discussed in our previous stream maybe. So
Yeah.
it's 2,000 trillion dollar, and if Bitcoins like Bitcoin is able to attract all this value into Bitcoin, so
Mm-hmm.
how much growth is left? Around 2,000 times. Bitcoin is right now
Mm-hmm.
1.25 trillion, and world global wealth is 2,000 trillion dollars. So around less than
Mm.
2,000 times growth is left if Bitcoin is about to acquire the whole value in right now, like, of the world. So,
Right.
but we were talking about the graduate and suddenly part. So
Mm.
as things become the exponential part will play out. So uh, we saw Bitcoin going mainstream in USA,
Mm-hmm.
BlackRock, and even Reliance Geo in India is partnering with BlackRock. So they are about to launch some mutual fund. So, and Geo Financial Service just went public last year, 6 to 8 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and the price is already like 2.5 times the stock price. So and they are also about to enter into stock market trading. So in India, if anyone is listening from outside of India, the Zerodha is a biggest stock market trading app. Like Zerodha has around 430 to 40% market share of daily trading volume. So the Reliance is about to like in talks with acquire Zerodha or maybe launch some his own trading arms. So they will definitely like I hope I expect that with if this year or maybe next year, uh, Bitcoin ETF is coming into India via Reliance, Geo, and BlackRock. Did you hear this news? Like, don't you know? Don't have any idea. No?
I didn't
So
hear this.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
so it's going mainstream, and like gradual. Then suddenly there are many like yes, if you see the internet like within first 15-20 years of the internet there was not much growth up to
Right.
2000 2005, but just after 2000 2005 internet went boom, like just less than 1% adoption to right now we are at 60% adoption in
Right.
worldwide, or maybe 40-50% adoption.
Right.
So this happens with every technology, and so many like it happens in so many biological things also, even in human beings. Like if we see our 2000 5000 years of human history, population
Mm-hmm.
just went like nuclear in the last 200 years.
Yeah.
It also happens in like even in our oil consumption, or the CO2 emission, so many
Mm-hmm.
things. So I expect this type of scenario play out in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was about to was able to acquire $1.5 trillion of asset value in last 15 years. So next
Yeah.
15 years, I expect Bitcoin to be around at least 50 to $100 trillion in market cap.
Right. From what it sounds to me,
Mm.
is like it will be a lot more gradual than we're expecting. Like it will definitely happen, but it won't happen suddenly. It will just keep on happening. It will be
Yes.
gradual. That's what it sounds to me like.
Yes, Bitcoin will keep like every quarter and quarter, Bitcoin will keep printing, keep giving 10 to 20% plus 5 to 10%, 5 to 10%, 5 to 10% quarter on quarter. Like
Right.
so, that will be around 50 to 60% jump year over year. So if you
Yeah.
do it 40-50% jump, if you do it like if you compound it for 15 years, so
Mm.
we'll easily reach 50 trillion or 100 trillion of market cap. So that will be
Mm.
If we reach $100 million market cap, $100 trillion market cap, like
Mm-hmm.
90 times from here, so that will be one set. We will reach a set dollar set parity. One set is equal to $1. So that can happen after like 2032 or 2036 halving.
Right, makes sense.
Okay, so
Yeah. Right. Okay.
like let's move
Corporate
on.
treasuries, supply, money supply. It's the usual stuff, except
Mm,
93.76% has been issued. That's very
mm.
interesting. And 219.51 Bitcoin are unspendable.
Yes,
So,
so that are Coinbase Bitcoin. So first block, Genesis block, 50 Bitcoin are unspendable. Satoshi has said
mm,
this thing, and
mm,
so that 50 Bitcoin plus whatever my miners are earning right now. So I
mm,
think they cannot spend this Bitcoin for the next maybe few blocks. I should remember it, but it's
mm,
around 1 week or something like that. So if
mm.
you mine some Bitcoin right now, you can't spend it for the next 1,000 or 2,000 block. So that's so the total. That total is 219 Bitcoin are unspendable right now.
Right, makes sense.
Mm. Mm.
1.3 million are supposed to be mined over the next 100 years.
Mm.
There's the block height. We are sitting on 840 blocks.
Okay.
UTXO set size
Yes, UTXO set size. That thing is concerning. UTXO set size 179 million.
million. Right.
Mm.
That's the unspent UTXOs. Obviously, those are unspent. Yeah, that's
Yes, these
that's a
are like
lot.
yes, coins are sitting in these addresses. Let's say we can say. Can we discuss spam and runes while
Yeah, of
keeping this?
course.
Huh?
All right,
Because
sure.
would you like to say something? UTXO set size.
No, let's just start with ruins.
So let me. So after this, like it has been happening for last 1 year, right? February
Yeah,
2023. So
yeah,
ordinals invented.
yeah.
What's his name?
I
Casey,
don't know.
Casey, Casey,
Ah,
Casey, and
Cassie. Right.
Casey invented ordinals, and it was ordinals are scam.
Hmm.
So it is the inscription on Bitcoin blockchain, and they are trading it from the outside, but it is not
Right.
tradable. So it's all scam. It is all crypto VC funded. So
Mhm,
I think when they mint any ordinals, what
mhm,
happens is that it creates some UTXO, right? It creates some
mhm,
UTXO. Mm, hmm. So this is mempool dot space, experimental block, actual block, the mind block. So this is the I am operator. So now I can see. So these transition are operator. See, these are all inscription thing. So if I click on one transaction, so see they collected this all UTXO. See these are all 546 sets. See, so I don't know, like uh, what is happening with this UTXO is that you just spend just amount of Bitcoin, you
mhm,
write something, you write
mhm.
something in the
Yeah,
operator data.
yeah,
Nodes can delete it anytime. Am I right or no?
yeah. They can.
So they can write something, and this creates infinite amount of like large amount of UTXO size. So that is
Right.
becoming harder and harder for Bitcoin node runners. So there
Yeah.
is one interesting sites, Statoshi, Statoshi, yes,
Right.
Statoshi.info.
Mhm,
Okay, so uh, we will see the total number of UTXO
mhm.
system PS bandwidth. Total number of how to check. Uh, Dashboard.
Just give me a second, please.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is UTXO set size.
Right.
So because of this fiscal year, this let me set 5 years. Hmm. So since the like s- before February 2023, UTXO
Mm-hmm.
size total transaction with unspent output size of serial ISO. Before this, it was around maybe 50 million UTXOs were there. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, it's around 123 billion. So it before 2019, so from 2019 to 2023, UTXO size went to maybe 30 million to 50 million. So now it is,
Mm-hmm.
so after the ordinals, it went to 50 million to, we can clearly see this spike. You know, this spike is there. So
Yeah.
these are all ordinals thing. So 50 million to 120 million. So within 1 year, it's almost how much? Around more than double. UTXO size is more than double. So it is becoming hard for node runners to go through
Keep
all
up
these
with this.
transition, you know, keep up, because it requires RAM.
Yeah.
So it is similar to block size wars. During the 7 8 years ago, we had the block size wars. At that time, the fighting was about block space, like 2 MB.
Yeah.
So if nodes had would have agreed to increase the block size,
Hmm.
Bitcoin would have become centralized, because of like its decentralization would vanish.
Yeah.
So right now we are not increasing the block space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, did you see this thing? Oh, I think, okay. I did not share this thing. Oh, it was not visible. I think right now you can see. I was talking about this thing. Some of it you were you able to see this thing before? This chart?
No. No.
Okay, okay. So yeah, I was talking about this thing. Sorry. So
No.
ordinals came in 2023 March last year. So at that time, the
Right.
number of UTXOs were around 50 million. So
Hmm.
4 years before that, it was around 30 million. So
Hmm.
UTXO went from 30 million to 50 million. But now we can see this increase. So now UTXOs are around 50 million to one, how much? 123 million. So it's more than double. 52. So what is happening? These bitcoins are spreading into small
Hmm.
dust in various
Yeah.
different addresses, and they are inscribing something, and they are trading this
Hmm.
thing, and they believe that, like, people who don't have any idea, they believe that this UTXO, or what say, this transaction has some value, but they are not tradable, but they are still trading it on some different scheme, outer scheme,
Right.
right? So this is becoming harder for nodes to verify. Like, nodes have to go through all this transition when you sync up the node. So they, like, did you try to sync the node recently? It's becoming
Nope.
harder. It's becoming very harder for everyone.
It
Hmm.
obviously is like with. I don't know. Is there any solution to this?
Yes. So
What's the solution?
Bitcoin nodes. So there is Bitcoin nodes. You can filter out this spam, and so right now everyone should run Bitcoin nodes instead of Bitcoin core. So it is just it's a filter. Like, you don't allow this
Hmm.
inscription, but
Hmm.
you can't get rid of every inscription or every spam. But you can get rid of 99% of the spam,
Right. Okay.
because Bitcoin nodes has a size limit, like less than 45 bytes. Less than 45
Hmm.
bytes. Only transaction which are less than 45 bytes are allowed. So these inscription are more than 45 bytes, some are, so you can't let them write anything on blockchain.
This might end up being a bit, problematic for the Lightning users, right?
Because of
The
high fees.
because of this filtering out only 45, the Bitcoin notes
Mhm.
only filtering out smaller transactions.
Yeah, like I think like the opening channels in opening channel factories, like if you open and
Hmm.
close channel in bunch, it's still doable less than in less than 45 bits. It's still doable as far as like mechanic, as far as mechanic told, Bitcoin mechanic. But large
Right.
transactions, some coin joins are also become will become hard. So we'll see, but like people are going for Bitcoin notes.
Right.
Hmm.
Costs.
So that's the one solution. Other is the mining templates from ocean.
Mining templates.
So
What is
so
that?
okay, so let me give the some brief review.
Hmm.
So if you like if you have been following for last 1 month or maybe 2 3 4 weeks, the the topic about mining pool centralization is becoming more hotter and hotter.
Hmm.
So how mining works is, if you buy ASIC miner, so there are pools. So pools
Hmm.
started to appear like 10 years ago
Hmm.
when Bitcoin network was so much smaller. Everyone was mining solo.
Hmm.
So there were around 150, 20, 100, 150, 200 miners,
Hmm.
and blocks are coming at 144 blocks a day. So
Right.
you will mine block every 1 to 3 days. But as more and more miners joined, it became harder and harder to get consistent reward. Like it
Right. Okay.
you can run your you can mine solo for, like if you own 1% of the hash rate,
Hmm.
you can solo mine for one let's say 1 day. So there is chance,
Right.
like 1 in 100 chance of you getting a block. But
Right.
as network becomes big, and
Hmm.
like let's say there are 100,000 so ASIC miners are mining, 100,000
Hmm.
of people are mining. So what will be their chance to get block? It's a
Right.
1 in 100,000. So
Right.
pools started to appear like Stratum V2.
Yeah.
Luke introduced the pool mining, is like
Hmm.
if I'm not wrong, in 2011 or 12 maybe. So,
Hmm.
people started to mining together,
Hmm.
pool, and like pool appeared. They started renting hash rate from all the
Hmm.
miners, and they started to give whatever their like they started to give the like reward them as according to them their percentage
Hmm.
of hash rate.
Hmm.
So at that time fees were fixed 50 Bitcoin. Like block rewards were fixed 50 Bitcoin per block.
Hmm.
There were no fees. So
Hmm.
rewards were predictable. But
Hmm.
what goes into block, pool decides this thing. Pool, not all miners decide this thing. So
Ah,
pool
okay.
decides what can go into this thing and
Yeah. What
what does not.
transactions go into the
Yes.
block? Right?
So it was not issue up till now, but last
Hmm.
1 year or maybe 6 months, if you see, let's open mempool.space. So majority of blocks are mined by who? SEC pool, Luxor, Mara, Binance, Endpool, F2 pool, Endpool again, Endpool again, F2 pool again, F2 pool, Endpool, Spider pool, via BTC Foundry. So five or six miners are controlling hash rate. So this is the Foundry. Foundry has like Foundry USA pool. They control 29% of the hash rate.
Hmm.
So they are charging, let's say, 1 to 3% of the fees, whatever.
Hmm.
So they are giving like they if any miners join this pool, they
Hmm.
check their hash rate,
Hmm.
and they will say ki, okay, we will give you this hash rate, this
Hmm.
Bitcoin per hash rate. Now whatever the fees come, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
So if miners are earning more fees,
Hmm.
if pools are earning if like what's the transactions, like if the fees are higher, so pool
Hmm.
will keep these old fees,
Hmm.
and fees are lower, then still they are in profit.
Hmm.
So the thing is, pool decides what goes into block, what doesn't. And last year, USA also started to like uh, censor and like these all pools are KYC. If you join this Foundry
Hmm.
and Mara pool, yes Mara. So US also tried to regulate this pool. So right now pools are becoming centralized. Centralized. Like Foundry doesn't accept any transaction from Russia.
Right.
So these are pools centralization. So miners are not mining. Miners are doing all this work. They are
Hmm.
finding the nonce, or let's say
Hmm.
hash for the block, and
Hmm. Hmm.
they are getting rewarded according to their hash rate, whatever their contract is. So we
Right.
saw at the halving block, 840,000 block, someone paid like total fees were 38 Bitcoin.
Hmm.
So like pools can keep all these fees.
Hmm.
So like these all should go to the miners. Plus miners should decide what goes into the block and what doesn't. Like pools should not be able to censor the transaction.
That makes sense to me, and I think that is how things should be in this, right?
Yes, and you also have thought that Bitcoin is working as you like तू यही सोच रहा होगा कि बिटकॉइन ऐसे ही काम कर रहा है अभी, राइट?
Yeah.
हाँ, बट ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा लगता है, बट इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. Like pools are like Bitcoin is becoming heavier, centralized, but there
Mm-hmm.
is solution like ocean mining, if you have heard ocean mining.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
uh, yes, so they provide option for to miners to prepare the template, like prepare the
Hmm.
block template, like what should go in
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
network and like in the blocks and what should
Hmm.
not. They
Hmm.
will only like in the so yeah, ocean like it is stratum v2, if you have heard
Hmm.
stratum v2. So,
Hmm.
so right now all these pools are using stratum v1 for last
Hmm.
10 years,
Hmm.
and stratum v2 is all about pools decentralization. So this will happen. Ocean mining, let me check ocean mining dashboard. Hmm. So yeah, ocean has all how much. So ocean is around 1 exahash or less than half 1 exahash. So current
Right.
total hash rate is how much? Around 600 exahash. So one in a 1200 block ocean will mine. So so it is growing. It is growing, but
Hmm.
it has not grown much. And there are
Hmm.
also other like Stratum V2 is an open protocol. Anyone can implement. Ocean has implemented. Like Ocean is just a pool, just like Foundry
Hmm.
and all these things. So even
Hmm.
Foundry can do this, and all these other pools can also do this thing. Like they can implement Stratum V2.
Then why haven't
So
they done it already?
like because they are like I think there is the game is rigged. I think they are earning more from the fees right now, because they are only like these miners are only they are only renting these miners, right?
Yeah.
So whatever
Yeah.
extra fees come, pools can take it. So miners will have to become aware, and yes, ocean, the one who are mining from ocean, they are getting 20 to 50% more reward than
Right.
these all found traditional miners. So yeah, this will happen, but if you like see, only half percent of hash rate is coming from ocean mining, or let's say
Hmm.
stratum v2, and remaining 99.5% is coming from centralization pools.
Hmm.
So these are making these pools very much wealthier, and they can censor the transaction right now, and like they can also take charge from, like they can also take fees, outer fees. Like they can, if you want to inscribe something, you just contact this foundry and you pay them some $1 million. They will
Hmm.
allow, they will allow whatever the your image is in the block. But this is not healthy for the network. Like
Hmm.
if you are seeing for long term impact, this is not at all healthy. So these all pools, like if they keep doing this like Bitcoin network will suffer, and inefficient miner will have to go bankrupt.
I mean, it is already suffering from what I can see. Like the transactions, the UTXOs, it has doubled. So already they're suffering that way. The network is suffering in that way. Then
Mm-hmm.
you have the miners not being compensated like they should be compensated. And in
Yes.
my opinion, that is the miners suffering, right?
Mm.
That is not good for the network either. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw the video from the Bitcoin University guy, and I think he mentioned Ocean too. And
Yes.
I suppose Ocean is the best solution right now, but
Hmm.
I don't like. I don't really get why not all miners haven't really transitioned to Ocean yet.
I think they don't know. Like, and even like you, if anyone is watching, they can go. They can watch this video, Bitcoin Mechanic,
And I
right?
have to latch.
This podcast, Bitcoin
It's
Mechanic. Like he came on what Bitcoin did.
it's very basic. Like I mean, you're
Hmm.
not even mining. We are not even mining, and we already
Yes.
know the stuff. Then
So
it
miners are only finding a block, and they are getting rewarded. They don't have any say, like in what goes into blocks and what doesn't.
they should. That's
I
why they should
believe.
transition to Ocean. Then, right? That makes
Yes, they should.
sense.
Hmm. But they don't know. The thing is, they don't know.
Why not? Why not? It's your
Because
business, brother.
uh, like these heavily centralized pools, they know, but they
Hmm.
want to earn from like these high fees.
Hmm.
So right now, this spam. So there are two layers, and miners can enforce this, and even nodes can enforce this. So if people run Bitcoin nodes,
Hmm.
so then miners will have to remove this transaction. If miners include this encryption, Bitcoin nodes will not accept those transactions.
Hmm. Hmm.
So one is Bitcoin nodes, other is Bitcoin. Like I think you're right. It should happen from the nodes, not from the miners.
Hmm.
So yeah, so like this mechanic also said you should run Bitcoin nodes and you should use Stratum V2. So nodes should
Right.
be, but node runners are not that educated. Like even if in Indian Bitcoin space,
Hmm.
uh, like even in our Bitcoiner circle, 90% of the people they are like they post their photos of like, yes, we I am running Bitcoin core. Like they post
Hmm.
status on Twitter and nostr, yes, I am running Bitcoin core, but they don't know like they are allowing these spam transactions. So it's all about like, yes, let's like in our coming stream, I think we should focus on this thing, because this is the
Right.
main important things. Like let's research more about this thing. Like I will see this podcast again. Like let's research this, and we'll also try to bring some related
Expert.
people, like expert. Like we'll try.
Right.
Like one will join next month.
Hmm.
So yeah, Bitcoin Oblivion will join us next month. But
Right.
so yeah, he's very expert in this thing.
Right.
He's one like he's from Gujarat.
Hmm.
So let me show you his profile.
Right. It's going to hit 90K soon. Mike Alfred.
See this thing, Bitcoin Oblivion.
It's okay.
Hmm. So he said they like everyone like Lean Olden and everyone says that market will decide. Free market will decide if
Hmm.
transactions are like if they are ready to pay these high fees,
mm,
so Bitcoin node will accept it. Like you don't need to censor this thing.
mm,
Like they will find it economically that if you inscribe anything on Bitcoin blockchain, it is not
mm,
feasible. like like
mm,
everyone is saying that you don't need to censor this thing. It will
mm.
automatically, when they will run out of money, it will automatically go away. But like it can continue, it can go on for like years, because right now small VCs are funding this
Yeah,
funding this thing.
absolutely.
And,
Yeah,
and after that, like even USA, like even countries can do this. Even I think
yeah,
Matthew, he mentioned this thing, Bitcoin
yeah,
University.
absolutely. Yeah, like it's just it's just some small VCs doing this right now, scammers.
Yes,
It's if tomorrow America decides to do this, it's over. It's like, what will you do then?
yes. So you have to, like, it should come from node runners, maybe, right?
I tend to agree with whoever says that free market would decide whatever is best for the market. I tend to agree with them. I think
But it will take time. No,
it will
it
take
will take.
time and it will be very inefficient, but if
Yes,
you're not going to be free in Bitcoin, then what's even the point? Right? Everyone
yes,
should be like everyone should be free to do whatever they want. I think that
yes.
the nodes which agree with this type of thing, they should adopt solutions like Bitcoin not.
Hmm.
But it just seems like the right option to me, right? I think
Yeah, like, and spam, actually these are spam prevention filters. So
yeah,
Bitcoin notes are just adding filters on it. And
yeah,
as Bitcoin Oblivion says that filters have always been the part of Bitcoin. Like
yeah,
filters have always been there and filters have always worked. So if
yeah.
if we implement Bitcoin nodes, if we run Bitcoin nodes, then we can get rid of 99% of the this inscription, and they will
Hmm.
go somewhere else. Like right now,
Right.
these rules people and ordinary people they are minting this thing because they think that this thing will remain on their node, like on the Bitcoin forever. But they don't know, if we run Bitcoin nodes, then they're all like their own their all money will be gone. Like they don't know that we can abandon Bitcoin core, we can
Hmm.
get rid of all this transaction, all this inscription, and we can uh, clear, we can run Bitcoin nodes. So
Right.
so let's
I
focus on this thing because it is very important, and I think it is the uh, important hot topic. It will be hot topic for the next maybe
mm,
1 year, 6 months, 1 year, because Stratum V2 is only like how many, like we say, 0.5% of the total hash rate, and even
mm,
nodes, Bitcoin nodes.
mm.
Hmm.
All right. So
So
you
how
know
many?
them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let me show you one this thing. See,
Right.
19,112 nodes are running right now, right?
Right.
These are reachable Bitcoin nodes, but once I go into unreachable, view all global nodes here. So these are 62,740 nodes.
Mm.
So 19,000 are reachable.
What even is the point of an unreachable node?
I think they're running on Tor or something like that.
The anonymous nodes run on Tor, but the unreachable nodes, I think they're a bit different.
Okay, okay, unreachable. Yes, yes. I think yeah, they have written something. So it's not online, not online for 24
Mhm.
hours. So yeah, it's not totally sync. That
Ah,
also
okay.
falls into unreachable. Plus there are
Right.
something. So okay, I think we can cover this in the next video. Like what we can
Right.
read it. I haven't read. I read it once, but I didn't fully grasp it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah.
so this mining pool centralization things are getting hot. Another thing
Mm,
is like you can also go watch TFTC. Uh, TFTC. Hmm. Matt has come. Matt has come on TFTC. This podcast.
yeah.
Sorry for this ads. Hmm.
Currently
Hmm.
critically
This.
centralized.
Hmm. So it just came yesterday. So I think we can discuss this in the next stream, right? We'll try to
Alright,
discuss
cool.
this. Hmm. So I
I'll
think
run.
right now your background is like I gave you some glimpse. I think you will be able to understand this thing.
Yeah.
Hmm. So okay. Okay, blockchain is like 644 GB, and let's see total capacity. When the
Right.
Lightning network capacity is 4,000 Bitcoin, and value is $280 million. So it's good. Like it was $70
Right.
million 1.5 years ago.
Give me a second, please.
Yes, yes. Total nodes, total channels, total capacity.
Right.
Hmm. So now Lightning
Lightning.
network is growing. Uh, like let's see
Capacity.
what is more important thing. When are the next difficulty target is on 8th May.
Hmm.
So I think difficulty has just happened
Yeah, it was supposed to happen. Actually, it was supposed to happen on 24th.
yesterday.
Fourth.
Yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So block subsidies 3.13 Bitcoin. Not 3.1. Okay, 3.125. So it's only showing up to two decimal points.
Yeah.
ठीक है. Hmm.
Subsidy value
Hmm.
1976,
Hmm.
200K daily.
Okay, I'm
Uh,
going to. Sorry, I'm going to.
right.
We are talking about 840,000 block na. So yes, they
Right.
earn 37 Bitcoin, and if you click this button, so op return, so
Hmm.
these are all runes, na? These are all
Hmm. Right.
runes coin, and you can also see expected in block. Oh, now how it was expected in block. This is also op return.
Hmm.
See what are they doing? Like they are giving 8 million sats and like spreading this into two coin 546 546, and they are minting a coin, and they expect that they would be able to sell this coin at immense price. Rare.b.tc. See this thing. See, yes. Hmm.
This is
These are inscription. These are available at 12 Bitcoin. You can buy this photo for 12 Bitcoin. Nice, very good. So they are. It's all like what should it is all spam. So notes should Bitcoin like I was thinking to run Bitcoin notes. Like I haven't ever run Bitcoin Core, but I think now I will
Mhm.
run Bitcoin notes. Like I will also make like let's make a video on how to
All
run
right,
Bitcoin
sure.
notes. Yes, that we
Done.
can do.
I'll run one on my computer too then. Done.
Mm. Like can we show it? Can we demo it later, or it
Yeah.
will be
Done.
harder? Like
I suppose I can at least give it a try. I'll give it a try tonight, and once I not tonight, I'll give it a try on the weekend, and once I can figure everything out, then I'll let you know.
yes, 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 yes.
All right.
Okay. So like let's move on to
Hmm.
some important thing right now. Mm, let's discuss this Samurai Wallet.
Right.
Mhm. Just give me a minute. Mm, mhm.
Assistant, not really announcing wallet. Beyond the chief announcing this knowledge, conspiracy, central from the defense offering.
Hmm.
Chief.
Yes. So the next news is Samurai Wallet. The founders of Samurai Wallet got arrested with the charge of money laundering. So they've been so Samurai is a decentralized, like it's not decentralized. It's a coin mixing service. You can
Right.
can mix your coin with everybody and with many people, and you can hide your coin from the government.
Right.
So Department of what's Department of
Justice.
US Department of Justice. So
Yep.
this they have seized all the data, and Francis from Bullbitcoin says they saying that let's hope that Samurai servers are well encrypted and or they manage to wipe them remotely because otherwise the users are fucked. So yes,
Right.
they will all use their privacy and सबको पता चलेगा किसका like who had how much Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Hmm. So like
Right.
these are centralized service, coin join
Hmm.
service. So
Hmm.
any service will like anyone providing. We also covered in our first stream like Robert Sterlingov. He was
Yeah.
running coin mixing service. He also got arrested.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the second one. So they will keep attacking this coin mixer service unless it is unattackable. What can we say? Like Bitcoin or some decentralized service of CoinJoin.
Hmm.
If we can able to build some decentralized CoinJoin service, I think that will be uncensorable. Like how will they stop? Like they are not able to stop Bitcoin. So
The
something
question
like
will be, how do you make something like that decentralized?
mm, do you remember we talked with Basanta? He told about Joinster. Someone is building
Yeah.
Joinster from India,
Hmm.
right? So yeah, this
Yeah.
thing Joinster is built on nostr, decentralized coin join implementation using nostr. So that can be
Interesting.
done. See, unlike some coin, they rely on not see this thing. They rely on a central Joinster operates in a decentralized manner. I'm really sorry.
Right.
Okay. So Joinster operates in a decentralized manner, enhancing user privacy. Joinster provides user experience ensuring smoother. The implementation of Joinster is straightforward, making it accessible to a wide range of users. So I think we will see this Joinster discussion or a decentralized coin service more often in coming days and coming weeks.
Let's hope we do,
We
because right
also
now,
covered this spiral Soroben. Do you
yeah,
remember?
yeah, 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 yeah.
There was some Soroben that was also decentralized. Yes, you were saying something.
And I'm just saying that we definitely need something like this, because if, let's say, the guys from Blockstream mess up tomorrow, right? Then it's possible that they could leak users' data, and that
I think
if
Blockstream like Liquid, but these are all
mm,
fine. Like I think it's not like they can't know. I think even Liquid doesn't know.
yeah, then it's
It's all
good.
I think it's confidential transactions, so they can't
Right,
know. They can only know the total number of amounts which are like total number of Bitcoin which are locked into Liquid. But
right,
still, Liquid can run with all the customers Bitcoin, all the users Bitcoin. Like it's federated, like 5, 7, 10,
mm,
15 entities hold the keys for all Liquid Bitcoins. But
mm,
still, it is a centralized. It's a federated, but it is still centralized. So there are some
right,
solution around ZK rollups, like ZK rollups and CTV
mm,
covenants. Like they will solve most of our problem, and this covenants and ZK rollups will, I think, it will scale billions. Like it will scale bitcoins to up to 10 or maybe $20 trillion in the next 4 to 7 years, 8 years.
right,
And covenants will come. Like we don't require even soft fork. It's a soft fork, I think. Yes, covenants will require soft fork, just like we segwit.
right. Soft forks, I think in the upcoming future they'll be a bit more tough to like get through with them, right?
I don't know.
Right,
I don't know about this soft fork thing. Mm, we'll bring someone. Mm.
right, okay.
Mm.
Insurance stuff, Electrum plugin,
So this Samurai Wallet, Samurai guys got
arrested,
arrested, and like Wasabi is also doing this thing. Wasabi, I think next is Wasabi.
probably.
Wasabi, Wasabi also it has a built-in coin join.
I mean, what grounds will they arrest Wasabi?
open
ponders
source
on.
non-custodial Bitcoin wallet for desktop with built-in coin join. So it's, I think if it is Wasabi is open source, but CoinJoin they are also it's still centralized. It's like they have to. It's not decentralized.
This is not decentralized.
So they have to manage the fund. Like they have to provide liquidity. So they are running the service. So I think still they guy, but the Wasabi wallet are open source. We don't know, but like yeah, we need to do research about this thing. But okay.
Right, makes sense.
Like in USA, CoinJoin is more important. In India, like people don't even have idea about Bitcoin. So privacy
Right.
is the like not their first thing. First thing is saving their wealth, right?
Yeah, it should be like step by step progression, right? First, if you
Mm.
can at least secure your wealth, then you should think about privacy. Because right
Yes.
now, privacy is dead, and so is the safety of your wealth.
Mm-hmm. Other thing, uh, yes, I uploaded the video right on
Right.
unboxing Bitcoin.
Right.
So the thing is, yes. So, guys, anyone watching from India, they can see the video. Guys, welcome to Unboxing Bitcoin. So, this was the reply of this guy, Basant Maheswari. Like
Hmm.
let's say he doesn't know about Bitcoin, and he was, I don't want to use bad word, but he was spreading rumors about Bitcoin. So, I have made the reply video. It got some quite a good attention. Like it was my
Hmm.
best perform video, and I want to show you the comments. That's why I opened this video.
Right.
People are saying क्या समझाए अपने ड्रीम को, like you are dreaming, है ना. Some are positive comments, some are, he say Pradeep says karara jawab, very crunchy answer. Okay. uh, some are saying we need more kind of Bitcoin videos. The specific comment, yes, this thing. Let's address this thing.
Simple economic boss demand and supply. Bitcoin has replaced gold. As of now, supply of new Bitcoin is not easy. You cannot increase the supply of Bitcoin. That is the reason Bitcoin price high. If some company set a factory of mining Bitcoin, the price.
Mm. Like they don't know, like still they don't know, and they are saying is anti BJP, anti India. So people are in India, people are totally brainwashed,
Clueless.
and totally clueless. Yes. So guys, so you cannot get as many Bitcoin as you want, because there are only 6% Bitcoin remaining. So whatever, like however large electricity you put, you only get the share of 3.125 Bitcoin per day, per block, per 10 minutes.
This is this is a very ignorant thing to write on a comment section. By the way, what this guy has written.
Yes. So there are so many ignorant comments in the comment section. So the fundamental difference between gold and Bitcoin is that every year, like less and less Bitcoins are mined than the previous year, and
Right.
this even gets halved after 4 years. It is just opposite with the gold. Every year, the gold in like number of tons it increased. Like we dug up more than like more gold in last 100 years than we dig up in the previous 5,000 years.
Right.
And same with, like, if you take the 100 years, last 100 years, we dig up more gold in last 30 years than the previous 70 years. So
Right.
gold inflation, as long as there is inflation, 2% or is 2% inflation is like every year gold is 2% of gold is adding to the market, and next year you will also add 2% of that 2%. So number of
Right.
tons are larger. In
Right.
Bitcoin, like inflation rate is less than 1%, it will fall to less than half percent in 4 year, then quarter percent a year, and there are only 21 million Bitcoins. So we know the total supply. Somehow I am telling you, the gold candle is coming in the next quarter, maybe. Like the $50,000 of candle, like $50,000 candle.
Right. Let's hope it does then.
Yes, $50,000 candle. It's so we discussed like what did we discuss today? Mining pool centralization,
Yep. The
mm,
Clarky move,
and
that website, then something about the
runes,
Samurai
spam.
Wallet
Yes,
and the mempool.
mm,
Right. What more?
these are the runes thing. Bullshit. So, like majority of coins are like majority of runes coins are 99% down, 99% of down. You know?
Right.
Yes, yes. Guys, these are all scam and all crypto VC funded scam. Like, don't fall into this. Just buy Bitcoin, learn about Bitcoin, stay away from this ordinous thing. Like, you can lose all your money.
This is
Mhm. Okay, I think I don't know what is remaining. Like, so many things are remaining, but okay. Strike. So this is if anyone is watching from Europe, Strike launches in Europe. So last month they launched in Africa,
mm,
like so many African countries, like more than 20 countries in Africa. And now they are
mm,
launching in Europe. So Strike is good. Like Strike is the user experience is very sleek for Lightning and on chain.
mhm,
Like you can also use, you can also integrate Primal.
mhm.
So yeah, Strike Global P2P transfer
Makes
with Lightning
sense.
allow you to P2P. Strike also offer P2P. They don't offer in India P2P. Strike is not in India, but you can still use it to for on-chain withdrawal. Like you can withdraw your Bitcoin on freely. Like deposit 1 million sets and give them your on-chain address. They will
Right.
give you like deposit via Lightning.
Mm.
Deposit via Lightning and withdraw via on-chain. The on-chain fees is zero. So Strike
Damn.
was able to make good business.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Samurai
So yeah,
Wallet.
Sparrow Wallet
Well,
update launch. Zeus Wallet also got some good update, but I couldn't get time to
right.
see. But slowly, I think we will.
It is added to Bitcoin improvement
Sorry.
proposals.
Yes.
New editors added after Brian have been made BIP editors. Interesting. So
Hmm.
okay, so there are more developments
Hmm.
on chain Bitcoin, right? Makes sense.
Yes. So,
This week,
okay.
all right. Let's go.
Like let's keep this only.
Hmm.
Uh, this okay. This okay. ठीक है. Like today's episode was very scattered, but okay, no problem, guys. Forgive us if you found any unprofessionalism in our video, but it's like we'll improve. ठीक है.
All right.
Hmm.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we'll meet in our next stream, maybe next Thursday or next Friday.
Yep.
We'll discuss, we will shed more light on pool centralization,
Mm-hmm.
pool centralization, and what others. This Bitcoin spam attack, it will continue. So we'll try to describe about
Mm-hmm.
like try to discuss about runes thing, and it is don't you think it is very big, it is becoming very hard to cope up, you know.
It is. It definitely is.
It's so much is going on in Bitcoin.
You cannot stay up to date with it on in
Mm.
everything, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can either be up to date with the economic things that are happening or the technological things. You cannot be up to date with both. It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things are happening. It's fast. It's crazy fast.
Okay, I think we'll meet on. I think we'll meet in May month, right? April is about to end. This is our last stream in the April month.
All right.
Okay. Hmm. So maybe first or second May we'll meet. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Sambhav.